that, Coach. I mean, how beneficial has this extra time been for you guys, I guess, kind of to get right, but also to get prepared to face Texas?
Yeah, we've spent all week just thinking about ourselves and trying to get ourselves back on track. Our offense hasn't been what it was in the beginning of conference, and there's some things as teams has made adjustments to us we hadn't countered, so we needed a few days to get back on track, and I think that we did a good job with that.
What has been the most frustrating part for you guys over this past 3 matches?
Just knowing that we hadn't been outmatched. We just haven't played well enough to win, and anytime you walk into a match knowing that if you do it the right way and take care of your side of the net and execute your game plan, that you've got a great chance, and then you don't do it, that's a frustrating thing. We hadn't been out talented by anyone. We just hadn't played as well as we're supposed to. So so that's always frustrating. But but the team's got great spirit about them. We're still working to fix this, and I think it won't be long till you start seeing us reverse this.
I mentioned to Katie, you guys have been able to battle back from slow starts at times in the Big 12. How important is it, though, to get off to a good start against Texas? I mean, because you don't want to have to be fighting from behind.
Yeah, for sure. And even over these last 3 matches that we've dropped, we've lost the first set in 2 out of 3 of them, and we've been talking about this all along, that eventually that was going to catch up with us, and certainly did. And so this has been a big focus in our gym this week about starting better and managing games a lot better than we are, and not digging ourselves a hole early that we just got to do everything we can to claw out of, and then you just kind of run out of gas at the end. And so down on the road in Austin's not going to be any different. Doesn't matter who we're playing, we still got to manage it better, and we got to start out quicker. So hopefully we'll do that on Saturday.
Expecting a sellout in Austin Saturday, I guess. Just how exciting is that that kind of an atmosphere for the girls to play in?
Yeah, it's just fun. There's nothing like a full gym, and doesn't matter if you're on the road or at home, you get a big crowd and you're keyed up for it. And anytime we travel, we got a big crowd ourselves. There's always Red Raiders wherever we go. So we're looking forward to it. It's just going to be a fun gym.
Has the Big 12 kind of been about what you expected going into the year so far?
I don't know. It's been so much parity, and you saw last night, first place team lost a match on the road to the last place team, and there's just no such thing truly as a bad loss in this conference this year. There's only good wins, and everybody can beat anybody on any night. So it's encouraging for every team. They know they've got a chance, and you just got to go on a little winning streak, and you're right in the middle of it.
Do you still feel like your team is pretty much in a good spot as you assess where you want to be looking towards the postseason?
I do. We're in a great spot. We're, regardless of what happens on Saturday, we're finishing in the top half of the conference over the first half of the schedule. So, that's where everybody wants to be. So we've got more work to do, obviously, but we haven't gotten anywhere near our goals yet. But we're in good shape. Yeah. So we're pretty okay with where we're at.
Anything else for Coach?
Is there anything outstanding or extremely different about Texas than the other teams that you guys have lost to?
Well, they're bigger than most teams. Their block is really good. Offensively, they're more balanced than most teams. They've got their go-to players just like everybody does, but they've got more weapons and can spread it around. A lot of teams that we play want to be balanced, but ultimately they're going to go to their big hitter most of the time, and with Texas they'll spread it around a little bit more. So there's just a lot of trouble wherever you look across the net. Just physically, they're just a handful.
When teams are trying to match up to what your team has, have you sensed that teams are maybe shifting more to try and take care of Brooke a little bit more?
Yeah, in the last couple matches, they definitely have, and that's to be expected. And we've talked about that with her, and she knows it. And the good thing about her, though, is she's so good about making adjustments and just being coachable. And you just give her that one coaching point, and she's off and running. So, and on Saturday against Kansas, she had a really nice match, and they tried to really take her away, like TCU and OU had done. So I was real proud of her to kind of snap out of it and get herself back on track. So just big things ahead for her.
I know this was probably one of the tougher stretches when you looked at it preseason, but how do you think you guys are playing right now? I know it's not the outcomes you guys have wanted, but how do you think you guys are playing going into this matchup with Texas?
Yeah, we started off conference really strong, 4-0, and since then we've kind of coasted a little bit. our offense has kind of dropped off and we've come a little stagnant. And so this week in practice, we've really been working on maintaining a standard. So we've had a lot of goals that we've had to achieve. So it's not more about winning, but like winning the right way. And so I think that'll transfer over really well on Saturday.
What's been the frustrating part of this stretch, other than the losing?
In preseason, our strengths were our block and our serve. And so recently those have kind of been more of our weakness, and we haven't been executing as well as we normally do. And so I think getting back to what we're good at and really executing will be good to see.
What do you expect from Texas this weekend? I know it's maybe an obvious question, but still.
Texas is big. They're athletic. But that's kind of what we faced against Kansas, and so they're going to get in our face early. And as an offensive unit, we got to work around the block and work shots and follow our game plan.
I know during this streak, it seemed like during the early part of Big 12 play, you guys maybe got behind, but you were able to rally back. Is that something else that you guys know you're going to have to be able to do, especially against these Longhorns?
In Big 12 play, we've been kind of bad at starting, and so we've had to play more emotional points. And we get down early, and so we just can't come back all the way. And so that takes a lot out of like us as a team, like playing those emotional points. And so if we can start better, we'll put ourselves in the match quicker and make it a little easier on ourselves to finish.
Last year against Texas, you won the first set when we played in Austin, and then you took them, I think it was 27-25 in Lubbock in the first set. Against this caliber of an opponent, just how key is that to start off fast?
Yeah, to get in their face early is what we're looking to do. If you kind of just let them do whatever Texas wants to do, it makes the match more about them. And so we've been really trying to focus on us and really taking our match to them.
How beneficial is it for you all to kind of have a little bit of rest coming into this Texas match, not having to play Wednesday?
Yeah, this week in practice, we've been able to kind of get back to what we like to do and focus on our side a little more, and we don't have to game plan as early in the week as we normally do. And so we've been able to focus on our side and really make sure that our offense and defense is where we want it to be going into this weekend.